Good morning. Good day to good people. How you guys doing out there? I was watching a video a few days ago by the Soft White Underbelly. I think he had a former pimp on there. The brother's name was Knowledge, and he dropped several good gems in that video. But I believe he was stating one about when your reality being solid, that none of these other things out here matter.
Your reality is solid. That other shit is, you realize how irrelevant that other shit is. You know? You realize how irrelevant that goofy shit is when your reality is solid.
At that time, I found that poignant because it's true. It's true, man. Like, when you know who you are out here, when you know who you are, none of the little stuff matters anymore. Like, everybody always wants to try to pressure you to go this way or pressure you to go that way. But I know where I'm going. And I felt like this the most when I left religion alone. And for me, that doesn't mean that I don't believe in God anymore. It just means that I don't feel like I have to participate in religion in a structured fashion the way that other people tell me I have to. Excuse me. Meaning that I don't feel like I need to go to church every Sunday just because you said so. I don't have to pray a certain way. I can pray how I want to pray. I study how I want to study, and I take what I want from it, and I eat the meat and I leave the bones behind. I don't need everything that's there. I know a lot of people are always telling me, hey man, you should just find a good church and you should get in there and be in the good church for I guess to try to have a commune of like minds. But I don't feel like I have like minds with most people that's at churches like that. You know, the Bible preaches things like it preaches things that I don't feel like most people in church signify. So that's the reason why I don't like to be there. I think that I found my most peace when I no longer was around those people. And I talk to my wife about this all the time. And you know, one of the most common tropes that people in the church like to say is that the church is like a hospital. You need to come here. You need to come here every week. And I'm like, nobody goes to the hospital every week unless you're sick. Have you ever got healed? I mean, the book preaches healing. So you should be healed, and you shouldn't have to be at the hospital every other day or every Sunday, every Wednesday for Bible study. Now, when I say that, it doesn't mean that as far as your spiritual health and going to the hospital that you don't need to maintain it. You need to do things that feed your spirit at all times. I do believe in prayer, but I don't believe that you need to pray in a specific way according to how somebody else told you need to do it. But you need to feed your spiritual health at all times. So you don't need to go to the church to do that. It's just like taking multivitamins and taking your medicine and stuff like that so that you can maintain your physical health. I maintain my spiritual health by actually communing with people of like mind, not people that were just placed around me because I'm going to this specific building that I committed to for every week, or because my parents were going there, or because somebody else in my family told me that that's the place that's where it's at. But you know, either way, as far as going back to the video clip was concerned, when your reality is solid, though, that do make a lot of sense. It's just like you actually see things a certain way. For instance, like the ground that's outside. When you get out, you don't feel like you're gonna fall through it like water, because you understand exactly that those molecules are placed together in a tighter fashion. So when you step on it, you have no concern about whether or not you're going to fall through. If that made any sense at all. Go be great.